I'm not in the universe.
What did you say about my brother?
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, maybe he's just promoting the album. Like, it just came out. He just came out.
I like that angle.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was knocking it, but then I was like, oh, what? I looked up in the screen. I was like, hold up.
Let's consider the possibilities, boys.
Yeah. Just being like, this is tough.
Interesting.
I'm not saying it to them on an artistic level, like I downgrade. But I'm saying things aren't hitting the way it's supposed to hit now. I feel like these two both need singing lessons.
It's easy for us to say it on the outside, be like, yo, just stop thinking about it, dude. It's fine, man. It was over. Not like whatever, Kendrick, but bro, this is probably weighing on his conscience.
Totally.
Now you left the boy no options. Like,
you're doing the same thing that you're complaining about with PND that you did with me. It's just that, I guess I'm a level underneath you, so you screw me over. PND's higher than you, and he screwed you over. Guess what? It's part of the game, and you know it too because you did it.
We love hip hop.
1, 2. There we go.
Yeah.
1, 2. What is this?
There we go.
Jeez.
All right.
The boys.
We are back at it, man. Okay, I got a pre-topic for y'all before we start.
Here we go.
Jigga.
I know what you're going to say.
The case was dropped.
I told you so. I told you guys so. You guys are here demising my guys.
Oh, man. That was quick.
Told you. And Diddy.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
And Diddy.
Well, for that case.
Diddy's going to be good, guys. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like I'm a Diddy defender, but honestly, it's a war. It's a war against hip-hop. It's a war. Sorry. It's a war against it's a war against black billionaires. Because if you notice what's happened with the DEI and the tax things and the certain programs that were in place in America because of the civil rights movement, they're trying to make it not apply now. So what's going to happen to a lot of, remember when I told you guys this, we're going to have to sit back and watch what this guy Trump does. Because black America now is in more of a deficit than ever. And if remember when I said, if they attack the black billionaires, there won't be none to help the black community. Not to say it in that way, like, because you my brother, but I'm showing you something in our community, what the hell's going on right now.
So you're saying these black billionaires like a Diddy, like a Jay-Z would help the black community if something were to happen that's catastrophic?
For sure. Look what just happened with Jay-Z now, with the company that he just built with you being an artist and me buying your music, and I get a royalty now into your music.
What, Tidal?
Yeah. Oh, is it? No,
the streaming
Tidal,
service?
bro. It's a new company that he just built. It's for artists. I don't know the exact name. I should have did my sourcing better, but this is what I got from it. Because it was just a quick glimpse, right? And then I was like, whoa, this is a big effing move for any artist. But where it applies to is what it's going to do now is make consumers, like black consumers, be more important to consuming music. Because now I know if I buy your music, I'm going to get a royalty from your music. That means the more you're going to sell, the more, like, it could be minuscule. It could be like $1.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that Jay-Z is already doing. That will help communities because there's people that live and die for these artists. But you're spending your money, and have you ever gotten something back?
No.
Not even a memorabilia. Now you can start to get that.
I think the wave is going to start getting more direct to consumer as we go into the future, where, not to get into the topic of the Drake and parties, but just a pre-topic from that. Yeah. They were doing pre-sales to that album before it hit streaming platforms. Yeah. And that was like a direct to consumer that they were kind of doing for that. So,
it was like $7.99.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, if that's happening with like an artist like Drake and, Jay's setting up a company so that people can start to benefit from their streams and stuff a little bit more from their sales.
And the consumer.
Yeah.
The consumer is getting a royalty with them.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
It was like kind of like the NFT wave.
I was just about to say that. Tory Lanez was kind of one of the early pioneers of that.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, one thing I got to give Jay-Z when it came to this whole case, he jumped on it so quickly. Like the statements that he returned immediately. Remember that statement that he had, that long thing
if I'm
about
guilty, send me to jail.
Yeah. Reveal who the accuser is. Then the accuser went and did the whole NBC special. That looked crazy.
Mad.
But like they applied pressure immediately so that his name wouldn't get sullied. He kept on going outside. He went to the same night. No, it was some other movie.
Mustafa.
Lion King?
Mustafa, the Lion King.
It was a Lion King.
I watched it.
Mufasa. That was a sick movie.
Yo, I had to watch it with the kids.
I didn't know. I listen, fam. I'm not in the universe.
What did you say about my brother?
You need to watch that. You need to watch it.
That's honestly that's my brother.
You need to just sit back and watch it. Bring no ting and just watch it. You'll be like,
just like an adult by myself, just watching it.
Bro, it's still
watch it with your shorty, ideally. But like, if not, you could just watch it. It's a good movie.
Ever watch The Lion King?
It's like real life animation, though. It's not like drawn.
It's
like real lions talking.
I watched Lion King, but
back in
low key, I was in jail.
So is that why you don't want to watch it again?
Yeah. No, because like in the pen. Like you get all of the channels, right? So you got time on your hands. So you watch bare movies. I watched Kung Fu Panda. I watched movies that I would have never watched on road.
Yeah.
You know what
I believe you.
So I can't just see myself in my room just chilling, just watching Lion King,
I
just
did.
balling up, just dolly.
I did. I'll tell you the truth. I did it. I was like, yo, I like this shit.
It was great.
I closed the door on my kids. Like, yo.
No, Comic Gang Strong, is that weird? Like, this, 40-something-year-old adult, like this, no action movie, you're just watching a Lion
there's
King.
action, fam.
Oh, listen, I don't know.
There's scraps.
There's scraps, bro.
But it's like Disney scraps.
Nah, bro. It's like lion scraps, bro.
With blood?
Bro, this is called like the Discovery Channel on like 1000.
So there's blood in Lion King.
I'm trying to think if there's actually like gory scenes.
Like, does somebody die?
Yeah, there was bear deaths, I swear.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not early
Mustafa,
on.
but the Scar.
No, and even the other lions, one of his kids.
We're crazy.
Yeah.
I swear it's the Jay-Z topic. Don't worry, we'll get back to Jay-Z.
Yo, I wanted to add to what you said.
Daughter and wife was in the movie.
Yeah.
This is why I watched it. But they ripped me off. Won't lie. They ripped me off.
They're barely in the movie.
They ripped me off. They were barely in the movie. I didn't hear their voices till the end.
Yeah.
The beginning and then the end. Like, this is what they hyping up Blue about.
It's like clickbait. It's like clickbait. But you know how you're saying there's an active effort to take down black billionaires?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel like Drake and this whole like Kendrick situation is a part of that? Like, okay, so he's not powerful enough to be in those same conversations.
What with Drake is
not black enough.
Yeah, that's sorry. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Drake is not appropriate right now for where the sovereign war of America is going. Okay? You have a white mom, black dad, but African-American black dad. Technically, you're 85%. You get what I'm saying? So
whoa. Watch the 85% talk, because you got to be very specific with
very
that.
specific.
We got
and
people.
I'm about to, because I get down. So what I'm saying is, when it's a sovereign war with America, and where they're going right now is just like, example, Super Bowl. Everyone can say, oh, Kendrick's performance wasn't this and wasn't that. But it wasn't that. It was the message he was drawing across of what the war they're going through when it comes to people getting sent back to their homes, wherever they came from. Now, FBA Americans are like, you can't send me nowhere because I've been here. They're tracing back the lineage of you're either what? Indigenous, or you're what? Aboriginal? Which is one? Which one? So now they're seeing who's who. So what they're doing is the Europeans have to understand that they weren't there. So what are they doing? They're the only ones that brought in these weird laws and stuff like that, right? You got to understand where it's going. So with Drake now, Drake cannot be the leader of hip hop when it comes to that sovereign war that's going on in America. You need someone like Kendrick who is going to place those type of notions in place. You need more speakers like Farrakhan. You need more. There's other guys that are going crazy right now.
Okay, but does that mean the small caps are like organizing a war between black and white people?
What it is that they know they're... I'm going to say this with caution. Okay?
Tread with caution. Come a little closer.
I'm going to tread with caution with this, right? Because I've been wanting to say this for a minute. And this is the only place I can say it. And I know a lot of people are going to agree. Okay? I'm telling you this. It's not about the small caps. It's about what? It's about what the ones who aren't small caps are annoyed of. So like the taking over like the Palestines and the Gaza Strip and stuff like that. And then telling the Gaza people that, we're going to fly you to UK And what do you want to come back here for? But that's really my home.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So what they're trying to either do is, because there's no such thing as Israel. Not to say it like that in a bad way. It was a country made in
Hold on. These are the views and opinions of Dusty
Yes,
Wallace.
very much so.
We Love Hip Hop Podcast. We Love Hip Hop
Limited.
Network.
Blame me all you want. Try to get at me. It won't work because you guys
put it
know
up
I'm
on
telling
the screen.
Yes, very much so. Telling the truth. Not to take over the time or anything of it, but I'm explaining it to you in a way where you can kind of quickly understand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Break it down real simple for you.
Yeah.
So when you're taking these type of things away from people, right? We're seeing that. I'm gonna say it like this: Trump kind of is a backstabber, but at the same time, he's making things right. So there's a difference between a Judaism and a Zionist.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're going at is a Zionist. We are at war with Zionists, not war with Judaism people. No way. Because if you go to Palestine, you go to the Gaza, they're all amongst each other. Even though it can be divided in certain spots and all that, they're still amongst each other. It's the religion. It's something that they all can get together. Everybody can have their opinion and everything.
Bring it full circle. Right? Bring it full circle.
Go. I'm done. But that's exactly how what's going on, right? Kind of forgot where I was going with it.
I was like, okay, yeah.
There's a lot to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
break it down. So it was like I was trying to stay on point.
We thought you were about to land, and you're like, I'm landed already.
I landed. They're gonna land for me in the comments. They're gonna be like, this guy's right. But it's just like I can't say everything I really want to say, and then get this guy's ting bust down. You know,
Kanye West said whatever he wanted to say, and he's fine.
Kanye's wrong.
About what?
That's my guy.
I'm not saying he's right.
Wrong.
I'm just saying, like,
no, he's wrong. I understand that. I understand one thing. No. That's my brother. He has to do that, but he knows I'm damn well right. But look, Ye got to do that. But it's an understanding of he's still wrong, but he's letting us know that people like small caps have been making money off of our cultural music, which is kill, murder. Sorry, you know what I mean? Bitch, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Right? And they've gotten a profit off of it. You get what I'm saying? So why can't I make a swastika shirt and get a profit off of it?
Okay, let's start the show. We're going too much into the deep dive in the beginning. Let's start the show.
We need to have a
I haven't been here in a couple weeks.
We need to have a members only like rant one
day. Yeah. the uncut rant.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Let's get back to the music.
How?
Jeez.
A
little 50 Cent set.
That got me fired up a little bit. I don't know.
Powerful.
Listen, that's what 50 does, man. 50 got them tunes, bro. Get you in the zone, bro.
So powerful.
Go to the club. We could work out to the shit. It's multi-functional music. You know what I'm saying?
Powerful.
Let's get into it, man. We are is the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most host, Friday Ricky Dread, aka most loved and most hated, aka 100 months to the head. We'll bring that one back over here. You know what I'm saying? We back over here, B3 Studios, episode 548. Also, I want to give this is the 8th year. This is the 17th when this is coming out of February. This is the 8-year anniversary of the We Love Hip Hop podcast.
Jeez. Holy.
Yeah.
We're going for a minute now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So February 17th was the first upload to SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
Big salute to PK Herc. Big salute to Mike Stone.
Mike Stone!
And was I there?
You're episode 2. Episode 2. Episode 2. Right? But yeah, and Adam Baum, right? We were over there at Vapor Central for like episode 1. Audio sounded horrible. I'll do y'all a favor, maybe not favor, and give y'all a little 10-second cut right here. What happened now?
So you give Nikki your time. I'll give it till Monday.
Give it till Monday.
If it's something, ghostwriter. This is what I would suggest Remy do as an artist. I would say the next thing you release, if Nikki does not respond, make just the best, biggest, hottest record you could make.
Okay, but the audio that we had back then, literally the phone in the middle of the table, no microphones,
nothing.
it was rough, but we here, man.
But yo, you stuck with it 8 years. A lot of people do not commit to anything for 8 years. They'll start it and then stop.
Yeah.
Even
Listen, I've gone through multiple girlfriends in this 8 years, man. So the podcast is the first love, man.
Bro, this is your real bitch.
that's my chick is the pod, bro.
This is my
big
shit.
up.
But yeah, man, 8 years and going. So I just wanted to let the people know that, man. Thank you to the audience.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of the sponsors that are here now and the ones that have passed. And thank you to just every guest, everybody who's made us come to this 8 years where we're at. And listen, we're early. This is not even a teenage, it's like a preteen podcast in the whole podcast sphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to podcasts that are like Joe Rogan, who's, I don't know, probably like 16 years, 17 years in the game. Or like Brilliant Idiots who are like 11 years in the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Joe Budden is celebrating his 10 year right now.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Almost there, bro.
So, salute. But enough about that. We got in the building right here. What could I say about it? You look like you're ready to go on a slide, go slide on the ops over at a university.
I had a long night. I had a long night last night. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying?
The Turkish Thrill. We got DJ Czar in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. DJ Czar, aka the Muzzy, aka the some Burrow Sounds. Jeez. They add the S at the end. Like, because I feel like a lot of people don't know my name, but they're like, yo, Burrow Sounds. Back at it like a crack addict with the hoodie indoors. Don't ask why, just ask why not.
Exactly.
I'm feeling mad cozy today.
I know.
It's so snowy outside. Like, it's a chill day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Doing podcasts in the winter in Canada is a mission.
I had to bring out the Cybertruck.
For real.
You got a Cybertruck?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
What?
In the back there right now, they're like, who the hell is this?
There's so much I don't know about you. Like,
the mysterious life.
Yeah, like, who is this guy? Like, since
Come
when?
pop up. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Gee.
Well, speaking of such,
all right,
we got in the building.
Back.
What can I say about this gentleman right now?
Flip Wilson. I don't know.
Looking like you you're looking out the window, Mary.
Yeah.
What you doing over there? What y'all kids doing outside over there?
I had to bring it out.
Bonnet ready.
Yeah, I had to bring out the bonnet for them today.
Dusty Wallace in the motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Welcome back.
Yo, Diggly Wiggly.
I'm gonna call you Bonnet Wallace.
Yeah, Bonnet Wallace. You know what's up. I'll whoop some ass though with this bonnet. Play with me.
You kids come back inside now.
Whoop.
We got something cooking on the stove right now. Y'all better come outside. Come inside.
Right?
That's all I see when I see.
You know what I mean? I did that on purpose.
Don't let me see you outside when them street lights is on.
You did it on purpose?
Call me Bonnet Wallace.
It was on purpose? Like, I'm a rock the bonnet?
Like honestly, bro, my hair is getting really long.
Oh, okay.
To the point it's like affecting my driving, my sight. You know what I'm saying, dude? So I'm like, nah.
You know what we got to do?
Snowstorm today.
we got to get you a turban.
Well,
that is what it's there for. It's for long hair.
Well, I hear you.
Let's get you a turban.
I am a turbinator in this situation.
You are the turbinator?
Because I have a couple turbans, but I can't wear them on the show because I think it would offend them.
Culturally appropriate.
The culturally appropriate. So what I did was I showed them I wear the bonnet because you can't tell no brother he can't wear no bonnet.
Yeah, but with respect to Black History Month, Black people have worn turbans in the past.
We're the ones who
Andre
invented
3000?
You know what I'm saying?
We're the ones who invented it.
Why don't you reclaim it?
You know what? Sometimes you got to leave things where they at.
You
know?
Yeah.
Why don't they just admit it? How about that?
How are you going to convince them that you guys started it?
You know what, bro? I think you know what happens? It's the day like you have to sign into heaven or hell. That's when you see who really ran this shit. It's like he plays it back on a TV.
Yo, we're gonna be on the staircase, and you're gonna see all the angel stuff. It's like, yo, why is everyone black? Like, what? Did I not know something this whole time?
Why is there all these black people on the wall?
We here. You know what I mean? Like only like I don't know.
That's Jesus. Wait, he's black too, dude.
We in trouble, dog.
Even Santa Claus. Santa Claus real.
And then your elevator just starts going down.
You're like, wait, why is it all white people now? What's happening?
We gotta go down there to find y'all. I'm playing.
Oh man! But listen, welcome back.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I was sick. I was out for a second. There,
Yeah.
I had no voice. I had no voice.
That's a frustrating thing. That's happened to me before.
I felt like, whoa. I felt like a deaf baby mom trying to get through to her baby father. When I'm I know you can't understand. I was like, just speaking to people and be like, bro, hang up the phone. I would just, middle of conversation, I hung up.
It temporarily disables you in a way because you actually can't communicate, and then you're like, damn, like I took my voice for granted. Drink tea, like just drink tea even when you're good.
I did.
Not even when you're good, just like to the audience.
Yeah, I did. I do all the time. But this one I don't know.
Laryngitis kind of thing?
Nah, brother. I was like out with it. Like I was out. Runny nose. I don't know. Headache. Couldn't see. I was crawling on the floor. The hot flashes.
Crawling on the floor.
I felt like my skin was in my bed. You know what I mean? That type of
kind of case of that new vid right there.
Yeah, beagles.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's crazy.
Well, welcome back.
Well, I'm good now.
Welcome back.
COVID rhythm.
Nah, just a little flu. You know? But I was out, but I had no voice. Couldn't talk. So I would have came here and it'd been pointless.
Yeah.
Bare emotes.
Well, listen, man, we're glad to have you back in the building.
Glad to be back.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me give a quick salute to the sponsors, and then we get into what we got to get into.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to give a big salute to Diamond Club and Canna Cans. Okay, or Diamond Club, the carrier of Canna Cans. They got the freshest piff in the GTA, and also carried in the freshest cans to keep all the freshness sealed. They can get you delivery across the GTA and across Canada. Hit them up on their Instagram page, CannaCans_Canada1. You could also find them on the Diamond Club Instagram page, Diamond Club Ontario or _Ontario. Use the code welovehiphop and get yourself a little discount. Also, if you want some of that blem, make sure to hit up Steamin' Hot Grabber. Y'all okay over here?
Yeah, it's the same. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just laughing.
Make sure to hit up Steamin' Hot Grabber. Okay, Steamin' Hot Grabber has some of the hottest, actually the hottest grabber in the GTA. Okay, hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabber, and you could also use the code welovehiphop on the way out. Last but not least, you got to hit up Only Loud if you want some of the loudest loud in the Ottawa area. They also got same day delivery in the GTA. Hit them up on their Instagram page if you want some of that delivery. That's Only Loud Only Loud Canada. You could also find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. Tell them the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. They might give you a little discount. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
No shows to announce. I was over at that Onyx show the other day.
How was it?
That was pretty dope. It was good to see Sticky Fingers and Frejo again also. We interviewed Onyx years ago.
Way back.
You know what I'm saying? So that was really dope to see them again. And the crowd was there, even though it was like a snowstorm going on that day.
I know.
So the crowd was in the building, you know what I'm saying?
The real hip hop.
And salute to JD Era, who put on a great show, as well as did a show himself on the stage. Michelle Visa, amazing freaking show. Shorty from out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
She's down with Conway and all that.
Yeah, I know about her.
She's crazy.
She was supposed to come here and link up with y'all.
Yeah. I'm still gonna tap in with her.
Okay.
Also, Daniel's son and Raw Dog Entertainment.
How did that go?
That was dope.
Yeah.
And I bumped into Raz Freshco as well. You know what I'm saying? We shook hands and everything. Besides, like, whatever issues that Raz has had with us or with me, I don't know, back in the days when he does his certain posts and stuff, there was the whole 5% thing with my rant and stuff. So I was kind of worried of bumping into any of like the brothers out there, for the 5% brothers that might be like, yo, they might have not heard the YouTube video and be like, yo, we heard what you said, but we didn't get the other part. And now we're here to punch you in the face. But
no.
Nothing like that happened.
They heard. The memo got out there.
Yeah. But let's get into some of these news stories, man. I got top of the list right here. I was putting together the list last night.
Yeah.
Low key, and I had everything else on the list except for the one that I have at the top of the list. Top 5 is home.
Gee.
Discover Canna Cans, where quality meets innovation.
With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with CannaCans. You can find CannaCans on Instagram at CannaCans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheers.
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day. Let me pull up the We Love Hip Hop page here. I think that's where I posted it. Listen, bro, man surprised the hell out of me.
That they released me on Valentine's Day. Can you guys tell me?
Hold on.
My OG never lets me down. What is going on
Me
here?
on Valentine's Day. Can you guys tell me?
Yeah, okay, so I'll stop that right there so that you could. Yeah, my OG never lets me down at Champagne Poppy is what he put in the caption. All right, gentlemen, let's unpack this, because this is, how long ago did he get locked up?
A month
ago?
Yeah.
We had some episodes where we were wondering, okay, is he gonna come home? Is it a wrap for him? I think one of the questions was asked, I think even last week, is Drake going to provide him with legal fees again or help him with this again? And I was like, I don't know if that's going to happen. He's saying it right now. My OG never lets me down. So Drake looked out again.
But do you think that only pertains to helping him with legal fees? Maybe he's saying my OG never lets me down in terms of giving him the music that he wanted with this album.
Hold on.
Oh, shit. I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
Oh.
maybe he's just promoting the album. Like, it just came out. He just came out.
I like that angle.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was knocking it, but then I was like, you know what? I looked up at the screen. I was like, hold up.
Let's consider the possibilities, boys.
No, I never really thought about it till now. Like,
It could be lawyer fees, but wasn't what they're saying is the fact that he was able to get released in a month means he probably wasn't involved too directly. Like maybe he was just a part of it. Maybe someone else had it.
Yeah, or they took the blame.
Well, that's one of the things. Salute to Natural, he was saying the other day that, you know, there was more people in attendance than Top 5 and the other guy that they had.
His brother.
It was not his brother. It was just another Ali. It wasn't his brother directly, right? But whoever the other guy that they got with him, those weren't the only people that were there. So it was like, who else is going to take it? And then Natural was like, mans are stingy. Maybe mans aren't that stingy. They're like, I'll take that charge.
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't know. We have no information except that he's home.
Yeah. Under no conditions, nothing.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know that part.
Like, are there any conditions? I don't
know.
So.
I don't know.
I highly doubt it, bro.
And he hasn't been on social media.
You know what? I don't want to. He doesn't need to.
He kind of does if he wants to stay, quote unquote, top 5. If he wants to go off and be like Hassan and like do his own like thing separate from the top 5 persona, then maybe he doesn't need social media. But top 5 in that sense, as like a character, was built off of social media. You know?
But there's a time and place where social media and real life you have to put that like
separate it.
Yeah, you gotta separate it, right? Like you got your moms, you got your pop, you got people that rely on you in just love itself, right? So I would assume like there has to be a time where you have to sit back, someone who's older than you or who has your best interest got to tell you like, listen, Top, you know, when you're ready to turn on the Insta, I'm there for you.
Yeah.
But when it's time to do the Hassan and go to school, I don't know what he's gonna do. Like
he has to do social media.
No. This is where I am with people, right? Yeah, you may have this right now going on, but are you thinking about like 10 years from now? Let's say you keep getting into these issues. 10 years goes by. That you're 35, 40 almost by then.
Yeah.
Are you still can you still be the top 5? Or are you gonna be Hassan Ali, who's now a doctor? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, or you're doing
in
something,
real estate,
or you're doing something with the music industry. You're top A&R now, or you know what I'm saying? What's your next step?
Podcaster.
I could see him doing that.
Nah.
I feel like that generation of Toronto rappers will all get into podcasting.
Friday would have to be the producer behind all of that shit. There's no way.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to be the gatekeeper to these guys.
No. I'm not saying the gatekeeper.
Keep going.
Burl Sound will do it too.
Dog. I'm saying it like in the consistency, bro. Consistency. No one has that, bro. I've never seen anybody with that much consistency than Friday.
Yeah, but anybody can start a podcast. They don't have to go.
They can start it, but can they finish it?
Is there even a finish, bro?
If there's a fit, can there be a finish?
There's no ending.
Stop it.
Hold on. Let's stay off the podcast point. What can he do? Because I don't think that a lot of these guys are even going to transition to podcast.
Thank you.
Podcasting. I think a lot of these guys they're going to go back to the trap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he wants to carve a different way for himself, he has to tap into social media, which he already has built up. You spent all this time building this certain platform of yours. Why not leverage it? Why not monetize it? Either make music, make YouTube videos, stream. If he's out now, maybe him and Axe still have that $5 million deal or that $1 million deal.
Maybe.
So that's a whole nother lane.
And who knows what that deal is? It might not be a music deal only. It might be a content deal.
Probably is a content deal.
Because I wouldn't, with all due respect to Axe and Top 5, I wouldn't invest my money into the millions into somebody making their money back from music. You better be doing more than just music so that I can make my money back. Like, I have you signed as a musician. If you do some streams, I get money from that too. Like, if you start streaming for 2 hours a week doing whatever, it's a multi-content deal rather than, oh, you're just my music artist. Because music ain't cutting it like that, bro.
What about movies? What if he starts?
Whatever you do.
I would like to see him act.
But if you're signed to me, act, I got you in the 720 deal, not even the 360 deal. So like, you do a commercial, I want half.
So that's 2 360 deals in one.
Yeah. Double 360.
two lifetimes of perpetuity.
Yeah.
Smokes.
Like, you go to the park and you go sell a nickel bag. Now you're gonna have to give me a percentage of that too. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? It's all going through Act Records. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's hard. Times are hard, bro.
It's going through the academy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for you to give me back money from music, bro. You're gonna be waiting for a long time, bro.
So what does he do is the question. Comment down below.
God.
One thing that I was saying the other day when he was still in jail is when you come home, lay low. He did his post. Right now I haven't seen anything since, which is a good thing because the old Top 5 might have came home, done his post, said I'm home. And in the next few hours, he's doing an Instagram live.
Spin a block.
You know what I mean? Talking shit. He's on the op block or whatever. So we're seeing a little bit of maturity, a little bit of growth, pause, right? That he didn't do the same thing he's done the last few times, right?
But yo, how can they keep you in jail for a month and you're innocent? Like,
you might not be innocent. He might just be, promised to appear.
Okay, yeah, but then they would have released him that day and then had him a promise to appear, no?
No, he might have been working on it and he got a bail hearing and they had the bail hearing and it was yesterday. And he's home. But he's just home on bail. We don't have enough information.
And then there's going to be like a trial date perhaps?
Yeah.
It's best that he doesn't give out that information because then there's nothing you can kind of angle to mess him up with, right? If you're just an op or you're just the cops or you're just a devilic person.
Well, you know what? There's a topic that I have near to the end of the pod that's going to talk about the way that the police or the way that the legal system works, where they got to give a lot of these guys more information. But we'll get to it near the end of the pod. It's kind of crazy.
That's kind of where I was kind of thinking because I'm not really in that world, but what I hear is that if you're able to like be released quickly and stuff, usually there could be the possibility of like some type of information exchange or some type of like, I help you, you help me type of thing.
Well,
I'm not accusing nobody of that. I just want to put that out there.
No, I'm thinking more
in terms of a quick release though.
I'm in the like the amount of information that he has upon like if they're surveilling him and all that. In our system, they have to let you know. Right? And stay tuned to the end of the podcast for the clip that I have that's about that. If they're surveilling you in Canada, they gotta let you know. Like we have your phones tapped. We're doing that. They gotta let you know. Where in the States, they just have to come bust you, get their information and come get you. Here, if you're tapping somebody's phone and it's gonna be for 90 days or more, they have to let the person who they're tapping know that we're investigating, which is stupid to me. If I'm this legal system, but if I'm one of the criminals, it's like, hey, whatever. Not sure. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
But that opens up a whole nother like can of worms in terms of like ethics. Like people are calling you. Do you let them know like secretively that like you're being surveilled or like you
just
know?
don't answer the phone.
Do you get a new phone? Is that some type of like violation of your
I don't
terms?
know, man. It's just
all speculation. By the way,
our system is so trash that it's like there's a lot of things, and I'm not saying for like top 5 they should keep him or whatever. I'm saying there's so many ways to beat our system is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Where if these things were happening to him in the United States, they probably would have locked him up, threw away the keys. But we're in a system here in Canada. It's not just catch and release. There's bare loopholes, slap on the wrist, and loopholes where you're like, nah, you guys did this, and because of the information that you guys gave me ahead of time, I can beat my case even easier than somebody who's living in like California or somewhere. It's our system's messed up, bro. That video I found last night just blew my mind.
But they haven't been able to take him down. Like in a way, the Toronto Police Force probably like have a big picture of top 5 like in their room, and they're all like, "Oh, he got away!" Like,
yeah, they're probably pissed.
Yeah.
And with that, knowing that, he should just lay low.
But at the same time, his appeal is at an all-time high in terms of like relevance.
Yeah. That's a catch-22, bro. You know that like when you pop out, you're going to create the most traction out of the whole city. But also, every police and authorities are going to have their eye on you.
I know.
Like you can have 100,000 people in your audience. You know at least 10,000 of them are freaking law enforcement.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
What?
That's uncomfortable to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just like I can't even live my life, bro. I can't even live my life.
Yeah, bro.
But what was that?
Do you think he has the chance right now to just release music, even if it's on an underground like SoundCloud level? Like if he just dropped a track.
Well, that's the thing. The music, and we discussed this before, but like the music that he has, it's not like kumbaya music. It's I beat a murder case, and it's like, do I release this and make the block even hotter? Or do I hold on to this and then have to get my traction in other ways? Like it's a catch-22. I'm not in the man's head, but like pause. But like you know what I'm saying? Like, what do? You drop the music that sounds super violent. Do you make some new music and people are like, "What are you, a grifter? Now you're making peace music?" Like, what the hell do you do?
I guess stay low and then pop out when you need to.
I don't know, man. Invest some of that money into some kind of business or something and maybe get out of rap, bro. I'm not trying to push the man out of the game or anything, but like, it's a dance, bro.
He should own a gear store or a shoe store or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to keep himself busy.
Yeah, something that like, you're making money and you don't have to worry about entertainment.
I would go to Top 5 shoe store. If he had a shoe store pop up on us tomorrow and he's selling shoes like Nikes, and you know what I mean? I'll go. I would go and see if he's there.
I have a problem with that though, because when you start putting businesses into the name of that person, or people know that that's your business, they find reasons to hate on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even if people are buying from it, then next somebody might break into the shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Start businesses, but don't let people know that those are your businesses.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm doing.
Yeah, you have to do that. If it's like, yo, Top 5 just opened a coffee shop, that it's getting sprayed up like first week.
Exactly.
Maybe first day.
But open up a coffee shop and nobody knows it's yours.
Nobody knows it's yours.
You know what I mean? That Tim Hortons on that corner, that's Hassan's also, but ain't nobody know it. You know what I'm saying? And then just make your money.
But you can't open a No Frills because No Frills, they say your name. It'll be like Hassan's No Frills.
They say Top 5 No Frills.
Take one of the old Google pictures of him and put him on the top of it. Oh, man. But listen, welcome home, Top 5. Right? I didn't expect to be telling this, to have this as a top story. Yeah. Can we get into this Drake and Party Next Door album? Did y'all listen to it?
Yeah, I did. Tower.
Okay,
it's
so
tonight.
Let me pull up the album here on Spotify.
How'd you feel about that first song? What color's the CN Tower?
Well, here's the thing with me, man. I'm not a big R&B guy.
Yeah.
So I listened to it just for research purposes, but and I liked some songs. There was obviously some songs that I liked off of it, but I wasn't expecting to be like, yo, this is amazing. Like it's kind of slow for me. It's just smooth R&B shit. I went straight to where he's rapping to hear what he got to say.
Yeah.
Right? But you're talking to the We Love Hip Hop guy. You know what I'm saying? This is clearly an R&B album. But I will say it's more of a Drake album than a Party album at all. Like this sounds like an album that Party just features on.
Yeah, I think this album wasn't necessarily the best look for Party, not in terms of publicity or like relevance, but musically, I feel like he underperformed in comparison to what he usually delivers.
Hold on. Do you listen to Party? Are you on the
only like the mainstream songs that like people will listen to? I'm not like a super like deep cut.
No, I'm just checking. Guy. I want to see who like the Party Next Door people are because I'm kind of not respectfully. So I want to know like is this did they reach the standard?
But I don't think I am Party's target demographic. I feel like women probably like Party Next Door a lot more than like probably the majority of his fans would probably be female.
Yeah.
And it's probably enough, but I do think, yeah, like his performance, his sound, it just didn't sound like his voice was as impressive as it used to be. Like if I didn't know that was Party Next Door and it was just some new rapper, I'd be like, all right, you're all right. Like I wouldn't be like blown away, you know?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion about PND's performance.
What do you think? What do you think of the album and you know, did it do enough for like as far as people, the naysayers to Drake?
Shout out to the Marilyn Monroe building. You know what I'm saying?
Sauga
Shout
City.
out
the Ting Towers.
Shout out to them things weren't even around when I was coming up. But like I can say, that was hot garbage.
The whole thing?
Whole thing. You want to know why? I want to hear R&B that sounds kind of like, where's the joke? Like you dropped it on Valentine's Day. It didn't feel like to me like, where's the Jodeci kind of vibe? Where's that Jagged Edge kind of vibe? Like,
You're trying to do one of these. Eh?
I was trying to no. I was trying to hear like some type of remix or something, like something that would catch my ear to make me be like, yo, they did that. A lot of it was howling to me. I had it on, bro, the whole day. I tried to listen to it. Then I went somewhere else and it was on, and the person was skimming through the tracks and just being like, this sucks.
Interesting.
I'm not saying it to them on an artistic level, like I downgrade. But I'm saying things aren't hitting the way it's supposed to hit now. I feel like these two both need singing lessons. It was the same monotone, same tone every time, every song. You got it. I don't like that. I want to hear some soul.
You want some singing.
I want some singing, dog. Like, where's it at, bro? You know what I mean?
I will say, and I'm not going to say it in their defense or whatever, it wasn't like that type of R&B, like some Stephanie Mills, like deep in, you know, even Beyonce, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for that male. Where's that dog?
Where's Tank?
I think.
Yeah, Jagged Edge, like something, like, you know what I mean? Like that vibe, bro.
When Drake announced the album with Party, when he did that show at Budweiser stage, he was kind of pointing towards like wanting to make like a Toronto sounding R&B. You know, Toronto kind of became known for this like dark R&B, wavy kind of thing. But I feel like that was Toronto like more than 5 years ago at this point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
2017, 2015.
Like
that was A.W.O.L. That's A.W.O.L. sound. Let's be real.
Nav too a little bit.
Nav is.
I don't know. I think OVO made that sound, man, and A.W.O.L helped to extend it as well.
Doc made that sound and gave it to and made sure that The Weeknd could put that sound out, and that's when you see the formation of OVO EXO. Man, I don't get too deep, but that's where I see it happen, and then that's honestly The Weeknd sound. That dark. Let me talk about what's going on.
Slow drums, like really slow drums. I don't like when they mess up on
kind of
drums.
drug infused sound. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like that slow. This one wasn't knobby. That's not it, bro.
But I will say that like maybe at like 4 a.m. at afters when it's like you're off the drugs and you hear this like bass and all this stuff, like it could be vibey if you're with like a shots, you know? Like
that's what I'm saying. You have to be with the gal them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the thing. Like we're 3 men judging this album, and it's sexy songs for you, and
that's not for me.
Us.
It's not for me, bro.
Right? So you know, we might be giving harsh critiques of it, or you guys are giving harsh critiques of it.
Threw us right under the fucking bus, bro.
But we're also not the target audience.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, maybe if there was a girl in the room, she might have been like, yo, all that shit is hot. Like ladies, whatever percentage of y'all that are on our comment gang, let us know. Like, is this what y'all want to ride to, want to get smashed to? Like, wagwan.
To the 5 girls watching this right now, comment down below what you thought of this album.
Yeah. Because we're listening to it like with men ears. You know, like the first thing I'm looking at is "Give Me a Hug," right? At first, when I looked at that song, I'm like, okay, that's not going to be that's going to be an R&B song. And then it turned out to be the rap song where this is Kendrick and does all that.
That's
so,
a standout track, to be honest.
It's the one that has probably the most streams on it right now.
Yeah.
It does. 4 million in comparison to everything else. And CN Towers. But like, because I'm a guy, I want to go to the rap. You know what I'm saying? And I want to hear, oh, did you talk about Kendrick? Did you not? And okay, let's go through that song. Let's hear some of those bars. Since we are the hip hop podcast.
Only reason I ain't got a girl and I ain't getting married, cause I'm really out here filling up the itinerary till I'm 6 feet in a cemetery.
Hold on. You know that line is a response to Kendrick, right? The only reason that I ain't married and that's all a response to all of the stuff that they were saying on the other songs, Euphoria and all that. I even hate the bitches that you fuck and whatever. Like, I don't like that, man. Like, stop responding to this guy, bro. Leave that shit in the past. I know there's another line where he says something. I'll play the line.
Heavy got me rolling around like a dignitary. What the f are they gonna do with it? Had the girls up at 29 on stage twerking with a dictionary. Guilt trip.
Right? Have the girls at 29 twerking on stage with a dictionary. That's another Kendrick shot. Right? And they're cool shots. But I just feel like just leave the beef now, man. Like, he gonna let it go, fam. He even has another song, the Brian Steele song, where it says like, yo, Thug said to let it go. And he's like, I can't. Like, bro. Should he let the beef go?
Should he? Obviously, but do you like, it's easy for us to say it on the outside, be like, yo, just stop thinking about it, dude. It's fine, man. It was over. Not like, whatever, Kendrick, but bro, this is probably weighing on his conscience.
Holy shit.
Bro. Now you left the boy no options. This guy probably wakes up every day and thinks about that.
Yo, fam, from after that Super Bowl and heard everybody going,
yeah.
Saying what they had to say.
So am I the only one who feels this way, that like he should just leave the beef alone?
No. I agree, but it's just easier said than done. Like, he's going to have to do some serious healing or like, he got to get out of the spotlight, but he can't because he has this expensive lifestyle and all these expensive habits.
I don't want to say it like this, but Kendrick would have to be unalive for him to really be like,
I don't even think Drake wants that, because then they're just going to play old Kendrick songs and it's like the best of,
Streams go up even more, man. Damn,
now
bro.
Like, yo, remember when Kendrick smoked Drake? We need trade Kendrick for Drake. Like, bro.
Yeah,
like,
seen those tweets.
Oh, man. I know, man.
It should have been you instead.
Oh man, man's gonna jump off a bridge for sure.
But I did have a theory the other day.
What's up?
And let me see if you guys agree with my theory. I said by 2035 that Drake and Kendrick will have pieced it up.
35?
Before 2035. Within the next 10 years, those two, maybe if it's not a song, but I say song. I jumped all the way out the window with it. At least a pic of them together. Yeah, we pieced it up. It's done. Now it's done.
Man, you whip my ass, man. y'all Americans went hard on me, man.
Yeah, man. Like,
I could see that happening.
Am I crazy? Like, you
no.
see it, right?
It's like how older rappers, like as they get older, by the time they're like 50 or something, they're like cool with their contemporaries that they were before.
Like Drake's 38. I think Kendrick's like 37 or the same age.
Yeah.
Between now and 2035, by 2035, they're going to be like 48, 45. Bro, 47. You telling me that these guys are still going to be like, yo, when I see you, I'm going to punch you in the mouth?
Never know.
But
maybe.
I don't know. I feel like it's different because Drake was labeled a PDF file and it was defamation. Like, it's not just competition at that point. I don't think Drake sees it as solely competition. I think it's very much personal for him.
But the PDF, and I don't want to get into a whole Drake and Kendrick thing. I just want to, examine that one point. The PDF thing is what stuck, right? With Drake and made people start calling him, it kind of messed his image up a little bit. But he called this guy a woman beater, bro, and said that his baby don't even come from him. That is his homeboy's kid.
Yeah.
That just didn't stick as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they both said wild shit to each other, which would make a man want to swing on the next man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, it's like, all right, even though the PDF thing kind of hurt me more than my shit hurt you, we could still piece it up. It's not like man's blood was shed over the fight.
But it's a lawsuit now. And I did want to ask you about this, though. Okay, so Drake on his Finsta posted a picture of Lucian Grange's daughter.
A few pictures.
Do you feel like that has anything to do with this active campaign to defame Drake with that angle?
Yes.
So it's all because he smashed Lucian's daughter.
No, I don't think he smashed Lucian's daughter.
Oh, she's been around, though. She's probably been around.
I think he's posting her as like, and maybe he did, but like I think he's posting her as like just some trolling to show that like, listen, fam, I know that you guys have a concerted effort against me. I seen you and Dr. Dre high-fiving at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all over the internet, bro. He didn't even have to watch it in real time, bro. He was performing, and these guys were high-fiving at the Grammys at the same time, bro. Like, what kind of idiot thing is that? Like, we can see you guys you're trying to take me out, bro.
Well, what does he expect? You're going up against Dre and Lucian, and then you're going you're going up against their artists.
Fam, you're supposed to be my guy. You're the one who gave me the 400 million, told me I have all this power, and then all of a sudden you're high-fiving with the next man over his Grammy?
Okay, but what if he gave Drake the 400 million, Drake smashes his daughter?
Holy shit.
Like, what do you do at that point? Like, I'm just saying, like, it's a possibility. It could be speculative, but why would he post her like that with the OVO stuff? Like,
I don't know, man. If he did smash the guy's daughter, I gotta be objective and say, yo, you wrong, Drizzy. You can't be smashing all of the teams, bro. Not all of them, fam. There's bare gal out there in the world, fam. I know it's power plays. Like, okay, now I can pull up the files and be like, whatever, but like, it doesn't help the case, bro. It makes you look like a bad guy.
How old is she?
I don't know. She's probably in her 20s or whatever. Like, he wouldn't be posting it if they could use the angle on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's on the up and up when it comes to that. But I'm just saying, to me, it's not power plays anymore. It just makes you look like an asshole.
So hopefully he didn't smash her in that business regard. Because imagine a man's paying $400 million.
Then you smash his daughter.
That's like,
or his wife.
Kanye went on to say that Lucian Grange's wife approached Kanye in just a towel and he could have smashed it, but he considered him a friend.
Yo, this freaking game sounds so crazy when you get to behind the scenes.
They're all smashing each other.
Yo, like just walking up with robes and all kinds. What?
Like, come on in, yay.
What the hell is It sounds like a movie. You know?
It is a movie.
Yeah, it is
a movie. Yeah. I guess that's why they make movies about this shit.
It is a movie, dog. It's a movie.
Okay, so now let me ask y'all to just get this whole party next door and Drake thing out the way. Do you think that it's going to be successful in the first week of sales?
I mean, it's already #1 in 50 countries on Apple Music.
Yes.
So it's good to see that, I guess, globally, there's still interest in Drake. This whole thing didn't totally kill his momentum. If anything, maybe it kept him relevant.
Yeah, right? And these numbers also going to dictate how he can do without the red button push. Right? Like, remember, he's not favored by his label. It's right now it's under OVO Sound exclusive license to Santa Ana label group.
Which part of
and it also has an OVO under exclusive license to Republic Records. So the Santa Ana is the party next door. Right? He signed to Santa Ana, which is a division of Sony. And then he has the Republic, which is Drake's contributions to the album, which is a division of UMG. You know what I'm saying?
So Drake couldn't even release on OVO if he wanted to.
No, he's not an OVO artist in that sense. He's a Republic artist.
Exclusive
yes.
Republic artist.
So he's basically kind of like I won't say like a feature, but like he's licensing his music to this company for them to be able to release it.
But it's good to see that when he combines his licensing with Republic with his own OVO, you can achieve success, because now that kind of opens the doors for more local collaborations in a sense. I think this is an opportunity for Drake to look internally within the city. And you see him doing collaborations with Jay and Trey Richards for Y'all Entertainment. You see that there's slowly like coming to this like Toronto inclusion by Drake.
They got the towers there from Mississauga, and it's Mississauga for our American audience. I've heard a lot of, including the homie Justin. I heard a lot of people botch up Mississauga. They call it Mississauga or Sauga. They went crazy with the pronunciation.
Yo, it's literally like how you know how they have Mississippi?
Yeah.
Mississauga. Mississippi is Mississippi. Mississauga is Mississauga.
Yeah.
So
but it's the UGA that got people all messed up. So I've heard bare Saugas when I hear the American people try to pronounce it. It's Mississauga. But what if the album doesn't like? It's supposed to be like, I don't know what's projected to be like, between 150 maybe. People are looking to see maybe 200,000 to 300,000 in the first week.
Mm-hmm.
What if it doesn't do that? What does that mean?
He didn't read the room.
If it doesn't do those numbers, what does that mean? I don't know. I mean, it would mean that he doesn't have as much relevance, or people aren't as excited to listen to a Drake album. And a lot of the American outlets are kind of like shitting on it.
I'm thinking it might show, and this is if it happens, I don't think it's going to, that, this is kind of Drake on his own. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the Santa Ana and whatever is helping, but he's beefing with his label. They're not going to promote him as much as they used to promote him before. So he's kind of on his own. Can he just do it on his own?
Yeah. I think he can.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is a joint album, right?
Yeah.
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 But it's not, it's Drake is doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure. But I feel like he should have, not to switch it up, but I would have switched it up. I wouldn't have went with Party Next Door for this album.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I would have
chose
called
the wrong
up
dude.
Tory Lanez from that jail cell, and we would have made some fire and got it popping for Canada and this whole city. Two bad guys. One guy shot somebody, one guy's this. Another thing for the world. You know what I'm saying? Let's combine that together and let's see where this would have went.
Oh, Drake and Tory album would be crazy.
That would have been $1 million today.
You know what I think Drake's doing right now?
We're not reading the room right.
When a fighter is out the game for a while and he wants to return, you have a tune-up fight. This to me was Drake's tune-up fight where he's kind of testing the waters. And his next project, I feel like, especially if it's a solo album, that could be impactful in a larger way.
I think this is a way to sneak an R&B album out without having the pressure.
Yeah, but I would have done it with Tory. Tory's a better R&B singer than this.
Yeah, but like, I'm just saying, like, he wanted to get, for his R&B fans, a full R&B album out. But if he put it on just a Drake album that's just full R&B, that's not going to sell as well as his other albums. So it's a collab album that I did with Party. So if it doesn't do as crazy as his other albums, it doesn't count.
But it's interesting because a lot of the public are saying, yo, Drake, stick to the singing, go back to the R&B stuff. He does. And then we're kind of like, yo, this wasn't it. Like, we kind of wanted more of like a mixture. Maybe there should have been more rap-centric songs on this. Or honestly, I feel like it's the drums, man. Like, they don't understand. Like, I feel like, I'm not going to say they don't understand, but the pace of the drums for R&B, so you can dance to it, is different when you're doing like halftime drums.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, salute to both parties.
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's that Houston slowed down, screwed and chopped kind of vibe, but with not screwed voice. So a lot of the music is slower. I've noticed, right? And that's what you're saying with the halftime
drums.
But that's where it comes. It's
that's what he's aiming for.
Infused.
We ain't in Houston, bro. It's this Toronto. Like,
that's where they keep getting at us. I just made my point.
Look,
they had a lot of Toronto
things, like
sayings and slangs in there. So it's like, it was very Toronto in the way that they were rhyming and singing.
He mentioned the 401. He mentioned DVP.
Yeah, but the style.
The style of
slowed
rhyming.
Down feel. Every song is just slowed down. That's that screwed and chopped.
I feel like if you want to display Toronto sound and you present this, it's not like a good representation. Maybe back in the day, but I'm like, it's not even that like impactful. I don't even see this being crazily bumped in the city. I feel like more people like The Weeknd's.
You know I was listening to The Weeknd, and he has some joints on that.
He has some joints.
He had some joints on that where I was like, yo, this sounds like this is Toronto's vibe right now.
Way more than this.
Almost like a reggae vibe on one of those songs. I was like, what? When this licks, it is over.
He had the Brazilian song. Yo,
bro, come on, brother.
Listen, I swear we like Drake on this podcast too, but we're just being honest.
We're just being honest, bro. I love Drake.
No, I rock with Drake.
Because I feel like sometimes people tune in and they're like, you guys even like Drake over there? Like,
yeah, we love him. But if I could tap him on the shoulder and be like, hey, buddy, I don't think Party Next Door was the thing to do right now. It would have been Tory Lanez.
Party's like,
Sorry, you a 905 nigga, but you already know. You see you like that.
Okay, so let me ask you guys one more question on this album thing here. The John Rivers aspect.
I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer.
Yo.
That's another Sauga nigga.
That is, maybe this also is affecting the perception because this was bad to hear.
It says here, people are claiming that Drake and PND's Sexy album cover may have been stolen ideas from Canadian artist John Rivers, as well as Freddie Gibbs because of the whole bunny thing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can find what John Rivers had to say here.
I don't think John Rivers is the first person, and he's not claiming to be the first person to take pictures in front of this, but I think what happened was him and PND had conversations off the record.
Yeah.
And PND was saying things like, oh, you need to pay homage, or you're going to get blackballed. How come people are paying attention to you and not paying attention to me? And if it's true that PND said that, bro,
is that what it was said?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Yeah, bro, you have to read it, fam.
Okay, so here it is here.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is from the real John River. I would never ever claim a freestanding building as my own. Telling someone after obsessing over their work you want to be involved, dissecting it, being rejected, and then stealing their identity and reselling it as your own is insane.
Sorry.
Taking this further or any other direction will be painted as crashing out. I don't want anything. The Bible says, speak truth against injustice. Defend the poor and fear no man. I don't care about anything else. And then there's more.
Where's the other page? There we go.
Everybody says don't sell your soul in this music industry, and yet when you speak up against something clearly immoral and wrong, they rush to protect the same predators they warn you about. I love my city. They know where I'm headed and believe in my potential. Nothing else needs to be said.
Damn.
There's more.
There's way more.
There's more?
There's more.
There
Keep going. There's 7. We got 4 more to go.
Is it on his Instagram page?
It's on Keep 6. Solid.
Let me go to Keep 6.
Okay. Party Next Door wanted to get on a call after my video went viral in the country. On this call that lasted around 2 hours, he told me he watched the video 20 times and me in front of the Monroe Towers was labeled new, innovative, and iconic. Why are you getting attention instead of me is exactly what he said. Let me get that sound effect. Let me get that sound effect.
I could get real technical right here with these 2 Sauga youths, but go on.
Keep going.
For over an hour, he then told me and tweeted then deleted that I needed to always pay him homage. Quote, you're young and you don't want to get blackballed, end quote. The rest of the call, he was fixated on every aspect and detail of my video, the towers, and my vision for the city. Multiple people were present. I told him I respect his music, but homage was strange.
Is this him? This is John Rivers and PND.
Yeah.
Yikes.
When another OVO artist asked to sit down, he also began asking in depth about me, the Monroe Towers, my thought process, and all of my future music plans surrounding them. He then asked if I'd write for them, to which I said no. He never spoke to or saw me again personally. This started when I was a teen and has been happening up to as recently as 6 months ago under the guise of admiration. I got 12 texts on Tuesday around noon, and then I saw the PND cover and I instantly knew what had happened and been happening.
Oh my God. Okay,
and then we read this part.
And
then we read this part.
That's it? Oh my
That's what I told you guys, bro.
Oh shit.
Can't defend none of these dudes. Let's stay here, they're drinking baby's blood.
Gentlemen, talk to me. What's your thoughts?
Told you. Told you.
Yo, what are they doing to this youth, bro? The man was in a deathbed at one point.
Wasn't he also a little something was going on with his mental?
His mental. Who, John Rivers?
Yes.
Well, I know there was the thing when he was like going through the debilitating disease where like
that was affected his mental. It affected his mental state also. So when I first seen this pop up, and someone told me, I go, man, they say John River crazy, right? But then I started reading more into it, and I was like, But like, so what? Honestly, I'm like, kind of like, so what?
What, with the towers?
Both of y'all. with both of them. Like, so what?
Yeah, I don't like the whole, what I heard, what he said that, or actually, he revealed that PND was saying to him, like, yo, you better pay homage.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, anybody could take pictures in front of the damn towers.
Monroe Towers. I have pictures in front of the Monroe Towers.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like it's not like stealing an idea.
It's easy to go to Square One, and then there's this little rooftop, like with the garages that you go into and around, and it like literally is in front of it, but it's across the street on here, Ontario. Okay, like anybody, yo, bro, there's mans in there right now that they run those towers. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people in those buildings, right? I wouldn't even live there, to tell you the truth. But these guys, they need to, like, this is where I think a lot of people who are from the same culture, like the same place, even too, should have sat down and been like, yo, how do we do this together?
They did that for years. I think they did that, and then they just stole it at the end. Like, I feel like they heard all his ideas. And like, yeah, yo, we're going to build. We're going to do all this stuff. And then he just woke up one day and it's like, hey, that thing I told, this as well.
No, but not to stop you, but he already did it. He already did it. So the man was like, yo, how come you're getting more recognition than me? But I was like, brother, in my head, I'm like, brother, you still haven't dropped yet. So how you get more recognition than John? How does John River get more recognition than you when John River dropped the thing first and you watched it 20 times? That means you never had that picture yet.
Yeah, but why are you going to get at John River for that? You should get at your label for being like, how come this random guy from Mississauga, John River, is getting more attention than me, PND, and I'm one of your biggest artists? Like, that's not a John River
you wanna know
issue.
something?
That's your label's issue.
That's your label issue. But I'll tell you this, though. John River's originally from there. And he's a youth. He went there. He lived there. He's from there. So I would say, no, Sauga's going to rep him. The man on the street, on the strip are going to rep him, bro.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't know where Party's from, bro.
He's from Sauga.
No, in Sauga. We don't know where he's from. Is he from Ridgeway? Where's he from? Credit View? Is he from like...
This man's bringing out the
Come
Sauga.
on, bro.
Yeah, Friday, where's he from?
Are you
Friday?
from 30 Henson? Are you
Where's
from
he
5
from,
and
Friday?
10? Are you from Dixie and Bloor? Where are you from?
I'm not a Sauga guy. Like,
but I
Dusty
know
knows
Sauga.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
ChatGPT that.
where are you from? Are you from Dundas? Like, where are you from?
Mans don't know. No one knows.
Did you go to Loyola? Where did you go to? Xavier? Did you go to Father Michael Gates? We don't know him. At least you can trace back John River. So I can trace that kid back, way back to when he started rapping in those places. But I can trace him.
You're telling me the Mississauga people you par with don't know where PND's from?
Fam, that's and the ones I par with are the real deal. So I'm gonna say this. No. Tell me, I've never seen you on no basketball court in the areas of those areas. We haven't. It goes back that deep. Then, if we're gonna say that, what are you doing? Just sitting in your room playing piano all your whole life?
Maybe he wasn't outside.
Maybe he wasn't outside.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it baffles me for you to see a kid like John River and want to know why he's getting more attention than you.
I'm gonna search what high school PND went to, and my phone's dead. Yo,
yeah, let's search it up.
Let's see here.
Let's search it up.
Oh my
and
God.
Comment section.
Yes, you have to. And if he's from a certain side, I'll know exactly what's going on.
Let's see here. What high school?
Maybe he was learning how to be a Sauga man from John River.
Yo, bro, yo, don't get it twisted. JD era. There's mad rich kid. You got to remember, there's mans. The same guys everyone's looking up to. They're from there.
There you go.
Applewood Heights. Okay, so then that means he's from around almost the Dixie and Bloor area, slightly around. He could have been around the valleys. Okay? If he hears this, he'd be like, yo, this guy's on point.
The Sauga talk right here,
right?
bro.
So you're either Dixie and Bloor, you're either Rathburn and Dixie, those areas for you to go to Applewoods High School.
Yo, all these names sound so foreign. Like anything west of like Bathurst, I'm like, I don't know.
You don't know.
We're getting real
maybe
regional right now.
Yeah.
But okay, I will say this. All right, when it comes to this whole stealing ideas and stuff like that, or maybe not communication. Yes, maybe PND didn't communicate with you that he might be using some of your ideas if this is what he's worried about. Okay, but you kind of do the same thing too, my youth.
I was gonna go there.
All right, hold on, let me land.
Yeah.
I've had a whole issue with John Rivers where I've been trying to get him on the podcast for years. DM'd him. The DMs are never seen. So I don't even know if this nigga even knew our podcast existed until he dropped an album. And then when he dropped the album, next thing you know, in the intro of the album, we're talking, bigging him up because we've done stories covering this nigga. So it's like, you're doing the kind of the same thing that you're complaining about with PND that you did with me. It's just that, you know, I guess I'm a level underneath you, so you screw me over, PND's higher than you, and he screwed you over. Guess what? It's part of the game. And you know it too, because you did it.
He stole from me too.
Oh, there we go.
What'd he steal from you?
Mascot idea and everything when he was walking around with the panda, that little panda bear and shit. Well, we were in his DM. That stopped immediately.
So if a nigga stole from you and you steal, guess what? Niggas steal. It is what it is. People steal in the game. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't even think the nigga stole from you. Because like, look at not you. I'm talking about with
no, it didn't.
Because look at even the comments. Tory Lanez popped out the woodworks. Bear Gal them got batteried and wazzled over there.
What I said.
Too legendary a building complex to be claimed by one man. Laugh out loud.
Thank you.
I know, but I feel like everyone is...
But John River did say that. He did say, I'm not claiming this building.
He did.
Exactly.
He did say that.
Everyone's getting at the obvious aspects of his rant, but they're not addressing the fact that PND told this guy he has to pay homage or he's going to get blackballed.
That's kind of, yeah.
But how
that
does
is wild.
How does he have to pay homage, brother?
That's what I'm saying.
To who?
How?
To PND.
No, but how? Like, what? In what form? Like, what do you want him to do?
Like worship? Like,
what do you want him to do?
Mention him
Kiss
in a
your
song?
feet?
make a statue?
Kiss your feet, bro? No.
What does that even mean?
Yo, this is what I'm gonna say to Party. Party, you're from Applewood's side, right? You're technically not from those ends. So what are you doing even on those ends? That's like me being from Marcy and taking a picture in front of Queensbridge buildings.
Yeah, but that's also could be said about Drake. Drake's from Toronto. He's all the way in Sauga.
How
side.
far?
No,
yeah,
but that's different. That's Drake with a person representing Sauga.
But how about Drake on the CN Tower? He's not from Harborfront or that area.
Yeah, but the CN
Tower is universal for us.
For any
but
Torontonian.
isn't this kind of universal for Mississauga? The Monroe Towers?
That's an area.
How far is that from where he's from?
From where he's from?
Yeah.
Honestly, Burnham Thorpe, this is at Burnham Thorpe in here, Ontario. You got to go all the way down to Burnham Thorpe to Dixie. That's like that's more than 5 intersections.
So how many minutes
you got to pass over? You got to pass over a couple intersections to get to Dixie, to Burnham Thorpe and Bloor. And even that, you still got to turn down Dixie and go down another road, cut down. Bro, it's on Bloor, Applewoods. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
It's around that area, right? So nah, bro, that's not his area. There's other condo buildings he could have took that. He should have took that picture in front of Rockwood Mall then.
Yeah, but these towers are goated, bro.
They're goated, but you gotta. If you're not from those ends, you cannot say anything.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not from the Kenneth buildings, the Sussex Center, 30 Hanson, Fairview, Elm Street, there's mans in those buildings that could claim that are rappers too.
Yo, this is the Mississauga pod, bro. I'm hearing all these like foreign terms.
Okay, you know who really could claim? What's that? That little white boy there from Sauga?
Ram Riddles? No,
you're thinking of Zero.
Oh yeah.
You watch him come pop out the woodworks in a couple days and be like, "How can any of you claim that?"
Don't you dare, Zero. Go sit down. Let these famous niggas have their little
time. You know what I'm saying? Because these niggas are before you. But at the end of the day, there's guys and he's not even originally from there. He's from Meadowville. So that's way back going west.
Imagine lying about claiming Sauga.
No, man.
I'm not.
No. You can't
You
sleep
ain't
on
even from
those
Sauga, bro. It's
no,
like...
no. Don't sleep on those. Don't sleep on those places, bro. Don't sleep on those places.
I'm not saying they're not lit.
You see where that strip is?
Yeah.
That's the strip. And that's a serious strip. Besides that, anywhere else around there, not as much crime things can go down. Like, yeah, you go to Meadowville, shit's going down. Yeah. You go down more towards Dixie and Bloor, which is going towards Mississauga, Etobicoke. Yeah, high crime places, right? But this is like the Mecca. This is downtown Sauga, dog.
Mississauga Mecca. Okay, I think we have enough Mississauga talk for today here, man.
Yeah, you see them go crazy in the comments for this one.
All the Sauga side of the Toronto chat is going to come out for this one.
Yeah, they're tapping in for this one.
They're like, yo, from that block he just mentioned. Yeah.
Austin knows his things. You got Acorn Place. Shout out Acorn Place. You already know. Shout out Ridgeway.
Man.
Shout out Bristol. You already know.
Salute to the Sauga, man. And you guys, I guess, work it out on your own.
Shout out.
That's a Sauga thing. You guys, I think Toronto should stay out of it still.
Bro, there's so much Saga drama.
It's a appeal
bro.
thing.
It's a appeal thing. Stay out of it, bro.
Oh, man. But yeah, man, salute to John Rivers and I guess salute to PND and in this incident here. Okay, so we're out of the woods when it comes to the Drake and all of that type of talk.
Are we?
Yeah. Duvy. He got sentenced to 6 years. My question is it a W or an L? Okay, he was accused of an M, right? That was from 2022 or 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. I'm just trying to see some dates.
Should I read it? In this case, is he Mr. Samuels?
Yeah, he's Mr. Samuels. Yeah, read it from the sentence here from number 7 here, please.
Okay, Mr. Samuels and Mr. Minot became engaged in a verbal altercation with Mr. Bangura. A physical altercation ensued between Mr. Samuels and Mr. Bangura. In the course of the struggle, Mr. Bangura fell over. A loaded hand fell to the ground from Mr. Bangura. Mr. Samuels retrieved the...
You could say gun, man.
Okay. I was trying to, save the monetization. Retrieved the gun and ran away with it. He was pursued by Mr. Bangura. Mr. Minot followed the two men. Mr. Bangura caught and tackled Mr. Samuels. While Mr. Bangura and Mr. Samuels struggled on the ground, Mr. Minot shot Mr. Bangura and fled. Mr. Samuels then rose from the ground and shot Mr. Bangura using the gun over which they had been struggling. Both Mr. Samuels and Mr. Minot fled from the scene. Neither gun that was used that day was ever recovered.
All right, so I think we can stop there. Like, this is like the altercation that happened that day.
That's a W.
Yeah, because when that person passed away, right?
Yeah.
So he could have been looking at 25 years,
or he could have been dead,
or he could have been dead himself. Yeah, because they were having an altercation. It wasn't like they ran up on one man type shit. Yeah,
Bangura pulled out the strap. His strap fell.
Oh,
so Bangura was about to pop Duvy. Would have been waking up one day to R.I.P. Duvy.
He saved his life.
He defended himself.
And then Minot came and popped him and let him know, yo, it's on, like Donkey Kong. And this guy was probably like, felt he didn't get shot. And was like, what? Got up, seen Bangura, like, please. He's like, yo, you know what? Fly.
Yeah. That's a W to me, too. I'll say W. Because, like, they could bury him for that type of shit.
Yeah.
He's a black man in the end of the day, too.
Yeah.
So no matter how much he's defending himself and, Canadian gun laws and all that type shit, they could be like, well, you're going to get 15 years for this.
Yeah.
6 years? You might even be home just now, fam. He's been gone for like 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the first question that came to mind was obviously, will he be able to maintain the relevance? What I'm realizing is like these younger dudes from his ends, they're like 18, 19 now. In 6 years, they're only going to be 24, 25.
Yes.
So when he gets home and they've obviously grown from now until then, it's going to be like even bigger. It's like, oh, Duvy's home. They're going to hop on Bear collabs. Like he might just return and be at the top of the Toronto rap game right away.
I think that might happen.
No. It's worth it for him.
Yeah, and during the time that he's been away, they've been maintaining his name. The people that he started working with as far as record companies and stuff, they've helped a lot. They've put out merch. They put out multiple music videos and time released them nicely. So it was like, every few months, there would be another release from him. Yeah. And they all did well. Like, if you go look at Duvy's numbers for all of the songs he released while he's been behind bars, they're all doing great.
Great.
I heard there was an issue with leaks. Like, every other day, there was a new Duvy leak.
I don't know if those were actual leaks.
Oh.
Or they were just like, hey, new music, like kind of keeping his name alive. Because for the most part, like people kept his fan base, he hasn't been mixed up in no bullshit. Yeah. People just get updates on what's going on with his legal case. But like his fan base has been just consistent. His numbers never went down.
Yeah, he's one of those artists that like can go away and come back, and his fans grew with him.
Yeah, even when he does come home, he doesn't have to release as frequently. He can release 1-2 songs a year, 3 songs tops type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because his fans will wait for it.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like he's very tapped into the live performance aspect of music. So I feel like as soon as he gets back, who's to stop him from doing like a local Canadian tour?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. And him getting back, like I said, he was gone for like 2 years already.
So far,
So he might be home by 2028.
Yeah.
Maybe even less. Because once you're sentenced, you do 2/3 of your sentence. So he might be home by like end of 2026. Who knows?
His cred went up in my eyes.
Yeah.
I actually like him. Like, because I actually like him. I feel bad that what he's going through And this is when he's gonna know, you know what I mean? When you get to the pen, do your thing, read your books, get educated. If you never had no high school diploma before, go get it now. You know what I mean? So you're not coming out to nothing. You know, you just waste time. Don't just rely on music when you come out.
Yeah.
Get something out of there, out of that place that you're going to. And yo, I like that kid, man. And I'm so glad he's alive.
And you're not hearing a bunch of shit about him while he's behind bars.
Yeah.
Like he's been gone for 2 years. There hasn't been all these stories. Yo, you know, he got duffed out in this place and bang out. Like, no, we're just waiting for him, fam. Like, nothing to report, which is actually a good thing. You know what I'm saying? When there's nothing to report, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that means you're doing good. You didn't crash out.
Yeah. Hot Cheetos, his hot Cheetos are probably lined up.
Yeah, he's probably just waiting. He's probably doing his time properly. For all I know, I don't know, but it sounds like he's just doing his time properly and not getting into no shit and just putting out his music and like just looking to come home. So salute to Duvy, man. W for you, bro. I got some new music for us here.
Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabba with a variety of different Grabba flavors and dispensers. They got red rose Grabba, that red herring Grabba, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, and use the code welovehiphop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabba. Now let's get back to the show.
Yeah, but I got one quick side mission because I was looking on Reddit the other day, on the Torontology Reddit, and I seen a post about NorthSideBenji. Where is NorthSideBenji? Wagwan. When's the last time he dropped?
Yo, bro. I thought that the other day, and I was just like, does he have to, or does he want to? Like, that's the question.
Like, does he care about rapping anymore?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think he still does.
You do?
Yeah, I just think that his production is super slow in comparison to everybody else.
Look at the numbers.
He still has
300,000 listeners.
Yeah. And his last release was the Caviar Dreams album.
Well, he had singles as well, but you're talking about albums, right?
2019.
His last album?
His last album. Singles. Let's see. Singles.
If you go down, you could see like 20, like Running Game. Running Game was released in 2024.
Okay.
So
he's still putting out music. He's still interested in putting out music. But he put out one single for 2024. What are we doing here, B?
Maybe he's waiting for a major.
How long can we wait until like okay, obviously his fan base is still there because he has 32,000 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
But they're loyal, bro, because fam, like this man is like non-existent, bro. Like he posts on his Instagram stories every once in a while. Like he's just like, are you hello?
Is anybody there?
Anybody there? Like he's gone, bro.
Fam, I want to say something, but I'll leave it for behind the scenes. But anyways,
Dusty knows like some crucial information that'll answer your question, but he can't talk about it.
Yo, keep doing your thing, Northside. You already know you're rich.
Salute.
Yeah. Pull up one day.
Yeah, pull up though.
And actually do it. Okay, let me leave it alone. I'll move up. We'll move on. I got some new music for us.
Yes,
and actually do it. No, I'm playing.
No, you're not.
I'm not playing.
He's not playing. You better roll.
KB Bands?
Yes.
Okay, did y'all hear this new KB Bands track?
Wait, is it KB Bands or KS Bands?
Sorry, KS Bands.
Okay.
KB Bands. KS Bands.
Okay.
Car Dink Part 2.
Yo.
Pause? Can I say, should I put a pause?
You could put Dink. No, Dink.
Dink's cool? No pause?
Car Dink.
I don't know what that means.
What does dink mean? Yeah, I didn't want this to be like a white moment, but
no, because I'm feeling like dink is another word for dick.
Yeah, probably. But listen, look in the comments. Look in the comments.
Car dick part 2.
Look in the comments before we start fucking. Hold on.
I mean, everyone seems to be rocking with it.
Yeah,
I want to join Team East was a comment.
But one know what car dink means.
Yo, this might have to be an Urban Dictionary moment, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember you got at me the other day. You're like, baseball caps. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was like, huh? And you were like, this is what it means. Let's see what car dink.
Yeah. We'll see.
Need to, before we start put our heads in there.
Maybe he explains it.
Maybe. Is it a girl getting it in the car?
I don't know. But I'm gonna fast forward the intro. The intro is hella long. Thoughts, gentlemen?
I still don't know what car dink means. I thought the song was all right. It was okay. Like I don't think it's better than like Sav's new track.
Yeah.
But they're on the same team. So as a whole, as a collective, they're making noise. The music video is sick. Shout out Johnny Appletree. I know him. Sick with the music videos. Once again, man, it's these new drums, bro. Maybe I'm like getting old, but like I don't like the new drums. It even took me a while to get used to trap drums transitioning from like more organic, analog sounding drums.
Yeah.
And then I got used to the trap drums, and now you have this like next level, next stage.
Yeah, maybe, and I think the song's cool too, but I think that maybe if I'm a younger head, they might be like, cool, like that's it, cool. Like, nah, fam, don't you hear that it's fire? Like, but I'm as an older head, I'm not really much on the offbeat, on-beat flows. I don't want to say I don't like it because mans will get mad about that. I don't hate it, but I'm just not. It's not my favorite.
Okay. I was just in the beginning. Your first two bars are supposed to be the most powerfulest things I've ever heard in my life. He didn't give me that on this record. He kind of just. It sounded like mumble. The first two lines. I'm gonna be honest with you, KS. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
So then I was still kind of like, I'm into it, but I'm wondering, what's he really saying? Is it translating back to me? Is it ready for that universal sound, like where anybody can understand what you're saying right now? You have a lot of Toronto twang to you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm even trying to catch it. So I was like, oh, this is Black Air Force energy. You know what I'm saying? So I understood it's that Black Air Force energy he's bringing. So I was like, but I didn't understand your first two lines in that song. If you're going to work on anything, out of just advice, some constructive criticism, make sure in your first 5 seconds of your records, I understand what the hell you are saying.
Yeah.
And what is car dink? What is car dink? Explain to me what car dink is in your record, at least. Like, I want to get with the times, bro.
Yeah.
We're trying to understand your music pretty much.
And you.
And I think maybe that's the separation between the generations, where it's like they feel like everyone just gets it because they're young. And at the time, all their young people are getting it, but like we don't necessarily get it. And I'm not saying like don't appeal to the young people, but also be considerate of like, okay, if I want to get past just a small audience, I got to think about what the 30-year-old's going to think, what the 40-year-old's going to think. Like, can they get down with this?
Yeah.
Like,
you want me to get down with this?
Yeah, because like, is one thing if Dusty and I don't understand, like, we're a man's in our 40s, like, you're in your 20s still.
Yeah.
And you're still kind of like, I don't know. I don't get it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is it only for like the 19 to 20-year-old mans, like, to get it? Or like, can everybody get it?
You know what I think this music is targeted towards? I think if you're like maybe doing drills and trapping, but if you're a suburban youth doing lean, and like you're in like the suburbs of Toronto, you're bumping this. You're gonna feel cool. It has that vibe. It's not necessarily like high frequency in that sense.
Yeah, but I'm still okay. So it's Black Air Force music.
No, because I feel like Black Air Force music can still be upbeat. Like, let me think, like Grizzle de Blanco. Like, even though it's like, I would say that's Black Air Force energy.
No, because they were kicking swag on that.
And it was like there was a bounce to it.
That was swag, man.
Yeah.
That's swag.
You can't have swag and Black Air Force energy.
To me, this is just drill music, man. This is drill. This is drill.
It's just standard drill.
Most drill is Black Air Force energy.
But I'm trying to think of drill that like mans can dance to, where it's like the frequency is still good enough to like, because it's like, you're not gonna dance to it in that same way.
Yeah, it's not for that purpose. It's literally like what you were saying before. It's for mans to go on a spin too.
Yeah,
and you go spin on their ops to this shit.
But I'm still not understanding, how am I gonna spin if I can't understand you in your first two? Like, what's making me spin?
It's not that. It's just the vibe.
The vibe of the track is gonna make you. It's gonna put you in a state where you can spin.
Yeah. And when you're on 100 perkies, you understand all of that shit clear.
You're right. This
is good perky music, eh?
Yeah. As soon as you put the perky start kicking in, you're like, all of those lyrics start,
become slower.
Yeah. You're like, oh.
They become slower because I was like, this is too fast for me.
Those first 2 bars, fire.
I was like, yo, what's he speaking? Jamaican Canadian Newfie?
As soon as the pupils start dilating, you're like, oh, I hear it now.
You can see the words bouncing in the screen, dog.
I think if you're making music like that, what brings it all together is who you are, like your reputation.
Yes.
I see people getting at KS bands and Sav saying, oh, they're not really from ends like that. Like some mans were saying, okay, this guy's creative players. Like they sound like Toronto mans but they're from Ajax. Like,
I believe that.
That's what, I don't know. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but this is the general discourse on Torontology for people who are giving backlash towards KS bands and
But
Sav.
also Torontology is a bunch of youths that don't know shit a lot of the time.
Bunch of keyboard warriors that you want to strangle.
Bro, did you not hear Push Key's friggin' remix on Sav's Clippers? Like he did like a preview. You should, it's on his IG. Like it is honestly worth playing because he went on the same beat as Sav, kind of did a similar flow, but was pretty much calling him out and being like, how come you're talking about all these drills, how come you've never seen any of my guys based on like the ends they're from and stuff, and like pretty much calling him out and saying like, you're not that guy that like you're being portrayed as.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, he just got the deal. So you're gonna try and squash that deal.
They're gonna try to hate on him.
They're gonna hate on him because he got the deal in.
Yeah.
Because you remember who what's his name from Push Keys? The kid that died.
DQ.
Yeah. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I'll be real. If that kid was still alive right now, he would have been one of the guys out of the East to go.
You're not the first person to say that to me. I've heard that multiple times.
I really like that kid, man. It's unfortunate that he is gone. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
Very unfortunate that he is gone because I was like, this kid, he's not a joke right now.
Yeah.
That was like that Toronto sound I was looking for. He still had this twang, but he still had a commercial appeal to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had on the clothes, he was looking like a rapper. He just had to expand it, you know?
Yeah.
Too bad. But go on.
No, salute to DQ, man.
Yeah.
But salute to KS bands, man.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing, you know. What I'm saying?
salute.
Good tune.
And he's good. Like, he's a good artist. The song is like,
I think he has some work to do. Like,
they're all young.
You're young, but this is a young man's sport. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get better unless you work on your jump shot. You know what I'm saying? So work on that. In your first 5 seconds, I need to hear what you are saying, bro. You gotta talk to your engineer and be like, yo, that wasn't clear enough. Slow me down or go back in there and do it with pronunciation that I can understand you, bro.
Yeah.
That's what will make me buy your music.
Yeah, man. Some advice for you, man, if you do catch this, man.
Oh, you will.
Okay, I got a couple more news stories here before we get out of here.
Yes, sir.
The big Meech show got shut down. The Welcome Home Meech or whatever it was supposed to be called. 50 jumped in right away and said something about, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Let me see if I can pull up Fofty's page here. He said he had nothing to do with the shit getting shut down. All right. Okay, so it was called the Welcome Back Legacy Concert in Miami, canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. 50 Cent says, I had nothing to do with this. Please stop calling my phone. I sincerely hope you have a nice day today. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm stronger than you think. With the kind of like smirk emoji.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't know. There was supposed to be Lil Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Kodak Black, 42 Doug, ESTG. Bare people are supposed to I guess perform at this shit. But it's shut down. Did 50 Cent crush Big Meech's legacy? Off of a picture with Rick Ross, bro? I said this shit last week. But again, I gotta say, a picture with Rick Ross made this whole guy's legacy go out the door, fam.
Yeah. And it's called never biting a hand that feeds you. Know what you're doing, bro. Your kid was in a position of he got his acting school paid for.
Yes.
$550.
Yes, he did.
You made about $5 million. Who knows where that money went? 50 hates actually like signing artists because he becomes their what do you say? Their accountant.
Yeah.
They don't know how to manage their money. But not to go off, but I woke up this morning. I'm so stupid. I should have sent it to you. I seen there was a concert with Rick Ross and Big Meech's brother on stage and Little Meech on stage last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's about to start floating around. I don't know if that was AI. I don't know really, but it did look like it happened last night. Okay? So I just want to I want to wait this one out before I say anything, because I think they kind of like, if that did happen, it was a pump fake, the cancellation of the show.
Yeah, but I've heard this on multiple platforms that this shit got canceled.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too. And then I woke up this morning seeing Rick Ross on stage with Big Meech's brother, Big T, and Little Meech on stage. Singing, I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. He was in a blue shirt, blue hoodie. Rick Ross was in a blue hoodie, and it was going down.
Let me see if I can find something on YouTube. Rick Ross and Big Meech, you said, right?
Yeah, man. I'm so like, I don't know why I didn't save it, because I was just like, is this true?
It's all cancellation videos.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm a little. Maybe I'm still dreaming. I don't know.
Yeah.
But seen something. But as I can say on my behalf, I wouldn't. If I was Meech, I would have sat my ass down. You know what I'm saying? And not been so quick to just jump, because it's not 2003, brother. You're not as relevant anymore. It's not 2003 when Rick Ross was hype, the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 is a tycoon when it comes to the TV world right now.
Yeah.
And the business world right now. He's only 1% music. You get what I'm saying? So me personally, he shouldn't have made that move and bit the hand that fed him.
But why would that decrease the demand for his concerts? You're saying people who would have went are like returning their tickets because of this 50 Cent incident?
I don't think that it was selling in the first place. And two, maybe some of these people that were supposed to be on the concert kind of said, I don't know if I can work with you anymore.
It's not a good look to be seen next to you right now. I'm cool with 50. Could be one of those.
Not only I'm cool with 50, like they're throwing that rat name around you. Like calling you a rat, and now I'm supposed to go and represent at your concert. I don't know. I got something else to do this weekend. Oh, actually, I got a prior obligation I forgot about. Sorry, can't make it.
Plus, that would have been just a whole concert for the feds to go to and just raid.
Well, that's another thing I was thinking, right? Like, okay, they're doing a Welcome Home Big Meech concert, but does Big Meech need a Welcome Home concert? Like, what are we celebrating here?
That's another thing. They're glorifying the drug dealer.
Yeah, like, okay, so Big Meech, the guy who sold drugs all across America, Black Mafia family, celebrate him. Let's do a concert in his honor. For what? Because he sold a bunch of drugs?
But Jay-Z sold a bunch of drugs, 50 Cent.
But Jay-Z went from selling a bunch of drugs to becoming a multimillionaire from making music and signing other guys. So we can celebrate that.
Yeah, he's just selling drugs.
He's just a damn drug dealer who went to jail for selling drugs and came home. And a few M's and came home. So what are we celebrating? It's not a life turnaround story. You're just a old drug dealer.
Celebrating coonery.
Exactly. So what are we really like? Welcome home, Meech? Okay, welcome home. Go sit down in the corner like the rest of the old drug dealers and
shut your mouth.
Shut up. Like, what are we having concerts for you for?
With your ankle bracelet. You should be in your halfway house, dog.
When we have concerts for guys like Big Meech, like the hip hop community, it makes us really a part of the problem.
Yeah.
Okay? Because what the hell are we celebrating the old drug dealer who went to jail for? Who cares about him, fam?
Yeah, but then at the same time, look at all these rappers who are willing to perform at the Big Meech Welcome
Suckers.
Lil Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Sexy Red.
None of them were born when this guy was running around.
Except for Ross.
So do you
think
they just threw them a crazy bag, or do you feel like, I rock with Big Meech, I'm gonna perform?
They know nothing about Big Meech, bro.
Yes, but they know about his lore and what he stands for, and they stand for fuckery. So they're like, yeah, me too, I'm gonna perform. Yeah, welcome home, Meech. Okay, you guys are all celebrating debauchery, man.
And now they found out he's telling.
Yeah, now they got a problem. Now he's telling, now you got a problem? You should have had telling. Not telling. You should have had a problem with the genocide that he was creating for the years while he was outside. But you didn't care because you were popping bottles in the club, or your uncles pop bottles in the club with him. He still killed bare people in the community by selling the drugs.
Yeah, have your mama selling her last so you couldn't eat.
So what are we really celebrating here? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if his concert got canceled. Good.
Yeah.
But you don't think there's any aspect of the drug dealer archetype that can be celebrated, like the entrepreneurship aspect?
That's cool, but we don't have to have a concert for him.
How about the original Rick Ross?
No,
he was a nerd.
He was a nerd. He was different, and he's well spoken. Like he has books out. Like I've seen him.
He's different because he was working with the government. Too.
Yes, and he beat the government and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was able to learn how to read from when he was in jail, and he figured out how to get himself out through the legal system and stuff. That's to be celebrated. The turnaround story. Meek ain't turn around shit yet. He just came home.
Yeah, but it's the same reason why like we celebrate mafias, like mafia members. Like if there was like some big Sicilian mob boss in New York that got home, they might do a concert. Maybe back in the day, Frank Sinatra would have sang at that concert.
Yeah, they're wrong.
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
They're wrong too.
But it's not seen as a problem because they're not black. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a problem. It's still the same problem. You know,
it's a problem. You're like, you guys act like you don't want criminal enterprises out here, but then you go have concerts for them.
There's an aspect of criminality that's celebrated and kind of seen in like a good regard. Not saying that crime is good, but like there are aspects of criminals that people look up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
listen, I'm speaking from a perspective of a former criminal, right? But I'm not to be celebrated for my years of being a drug dealer in the street. I'm to be celebrated for turning that around and becoming a content creator and leaving the streets behind and all that. Like celebrate that. But don't celebrate, used to be the guy used to have all the bricks. Like, all right. And guess what? I had to do time for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not to be celebrated. So guess what, Meech? Your show was canceled. Tough luck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go do something with your life, old man.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I didn't expect to have a rant on Meech, but it kind of irks me, man.
No, I understand.
I got one more thing for us here, and it kind of brings everything together when we were talking about earlier about the top 5 case, even with the Duvy case and stuff like that. Our Canadian legal system. I was watching something here. It was, let me see. The impossible task of Canada's new fentanyl czar, right?
Fentanyl czar.
Right? Fentanyl czar. Right? They're talking about in this video here on CBC News about how this guy who's supposed to be this fentanyl czar has a big task ahead of him because they're saying only 1% of the fentanyl comes from Canada, and then the rest of the big percent comes from Mexico.
Mexico.
Right?
Yeah.
But that looks like it looks like that from the outside. If you really look in deeper, what Trump is actually seeing is that there's way more manufacturers and they're harboring like Mexican cartels and stuff here in Canada.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's responsible for more fentanyl than the 1% that's being publicly called out, right?
Yep.
This video, besides that, was talking about a big problem with the legal system that we have here and the reason why so much people are able to get off all of this organized crime. So I'm going to play y'all apart here.
And how Canada's legal system handles drug crime.
Certainly.
So just to rewind.
The system handles drug crime.
So the difference between the way the Americans handle drug crime and Canada's legal system.
Canada's new fentanyl czar will have to contend with, and that is the friction between how the U.S. legal system handles drug crime and how Canada's legal system handles drug crime.
Certainly, the United States have long criticized enforcement in Canada, drug enforcement, organized crime enforcement. I mean, long before Trump, every American administration has pressured Canada to adopt American laws.
Canada's extremely well known around the world as being one of the more advantageous places for the production of synthetic drugs because of the low risk.
And this is a complicated area to wade into, but I'll just give you one example of this. In Canada, if the RCMP gets wind of a potential drug lab nearby, they need a warrant before they can wiretap anyone that they think is involved. That's the same as the US. But unlike in the US, they need to prove to a judge that they've tried other investigative techniques first and that they've all failed, which can take a while. But let's say they are able to get that warrant. Then, under Canadian law, they are required within 90 days to notify in writing the person who was the object of the interception, which bears repeating in plain English.
If we target like a phone number or an email of a trafficker in Canada as part of a transnational US or European partner investigation, you have to tell that person that they're being targeted. That's crazy.
We have very restrictive privacy laws in Canada that make it very difficult.
In the US, on the other hand, the DEA or the FBI can wiretap a suspected drug producer, collect surveillance for months, never tell them, and then use that information later in other cases. But let's keep going one step further.
One more.
Back in Canada, if the RCMP lays charges on this person that they've targeted, who they may have had to notify, they also have a legal duty to disclose all relevant information to the defense before they go to trial. That's so the defense can properly prepare.
Right.
But it means all evidence police have against their suspects, so call logs, witness testimony, reports from informants, even if they don't intend to use this evidence at trial.
Major operation that has many suspects, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of documents.
So the problem this raises, according to Canadian law enforcement, is when you're going after a whole network of people, all of this disclosure can actually tip off the other suspects involved, giving them time to change their numbers, move their lab, or even leave the country before police can catch them.
So the two big holes in the legal system, right? One, we put you under surveillance. We have to tell you, hey, by the way, you're under surveillance. Instead of just surveilling the person, getting your evidence, and then closing in. Before that, to even put you under surveillance, we have to have tried other things, and those failed, which might take bare time. And then by that time, they're already on. Hey, the cops are on to me.
Yeah.
Let me
get out of here.
Let me get out of here, right? So before they could even wiretap you, but if we do wiretap you, by the way,
we gotta let you know.
Hey, we're wiretapping you, bro. Who made these laws, man?
Criminals.
Confederation.
I guess.
Right?
Because they're just like, hey, guys.
The justice of peace.
Here's the ways that you guys can get out. Like, remember we were talking about Top5 earlier? Mm-hmm. I'm sure he knew he was under surveillance because they told him.
Yeah.
This is why I said we're going to bring it back full circle. Any of the guys who have been under surveillance for any type of things, whether it's been M's or whatever, the boy them had to tell them, bro, we're watching you. We're tapping your line.
What they do is they actually they buy, maybe the first thing they would try and do is buy and bust you. Right? So they'd get a buy and buster, come to your door. You're like, I've never seen this guy before. Shut the door. Boom. Okay, that's one attempt. Now you've been on the streets. They followed you a couple places. One of them like, hey, you got any Fenty? And you're like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
There you go. That's another tactic. That's how I would do it if I was there, right?
We've exhausted all our other times. Now let's try to do a wiretap.
No, now we're doing the wiretap.
Yeah.
But we have to tell you.
But that's defeats the whole purpose.
So, but you already know they're watching you.
Yes.
You already know. You kind of already know because
you have a feeling.
You have an inkling.
If you get two buyer busters and you in a row, you're like, okay, maybe somebody's on me.
No, they're watching me.
Right? But the fact that they have to tell you that they're watching you is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life, bro.
But that's the way to do it, though, I guess. But maybe you get the buy and buster and he's like, yo, they're watching you, right?
Yeah, but why do we have to do that? In the States, they don't do it.
You save so much steps by going directly to surveillance versus, okay, let's try 100 things, waste all these days and tax dollars on me failing just to get approved. And then, by the way, when I get approved, now I got to tell the guy I'm investigating that we're tapping his lines. Now that creates a whole nother situation. What he said about trying to shut down criminal networks.
The disclosure.
All those disclosures. Like he said, hundreds of thousands of pages.
Yes.
Bro, it's like, I don't even want to get involved in a case. It's just going to create so much work.
Yeah. And before you go, all those hundreds of thousands of pages are saying everybody gets that information, prosecutor and defense. So now while all of that information's out there, the rest of the organization's like, oh, that's what's going on. This is what you know about us. Mm-hmm. Okay. audibles, reconfigure. Let's get, let's clean everything up because they told us what they know about us already.
But then, so when they're doing like Project Marvel and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did they catch? Someone already knew they were being watched then?
I guess.
No,
maybe buying busters. Maybe they got to do whatever they need to do before the taps. But actually, some of these things, there were wiretaps.
Yeah. So how did if they have to let you know?
Yeah, but
I think maybe it's a thing of like Friday. You were messing around, right? I've already put you in an investigation room. Then you got out of that. You're like, whoo! But then I'm the same detective on your head top.
Yeah.
So then what I did now is like, I got you in a room, tried to make you confess to something, tried to make you give up the thing very easy. It didn't happen. Now I'm coming back for you again. So now I'm going to tell you, yo, we're investigating you and we're on your head top and we're going to tap wire.
And to answer your question, when it comes to like a Project Marvel or whatever, maybe they did contact somebody, but they're only looking to catch certain people. So they contacted those people. We're investigating the whole operation, but we only want certain guys. So we contacted the guys, the head guys or whatever, and said, we're watching you. But they didn't tell all the runners and everybody else.
That's what I wanted to know.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Yeah,
right?
I'm speculating too, but I'm like,
or maybe they did. Maybe they said, they talked to the two head guys of whatever the organization was, and then they passed the message down to the runners and everybody. Yo, they're on us. They're tapping our shit.
Tighten up,
right? Tighten up. Change your phone. These are all the options you can do when they're already told you they're watching you.
But
bro.
It's like one man didn't listen.
Yeah,
and that's all it takes, right?
I just find it just stupid that they have to tell you. And I'm not the one who's like, yo, well, you can make it harder for the criminals. But like, if you guys are really trying to do your job, you're not doing it properly. And this is why Trump has a problem. Because like, he's looking at our legal system up here. He's like, your legal system's a joke.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything about the drug dealers. And you have a whole cartel that's doing whatever they want up there.
And messing up our country in return.
Yeah, but remember when I was kind of saying that from when he was trying to make us the 51st state, and I was like, this is kind of like a ploy to put the tariffs on us and all that, because it's like there's a lot of drugs coming from our end of things and a lot of terrorists coming from our ends of things, right? That
you were right about that.
Dead on.
Yeah. And the reason why it's happening is because of our legal system. We do nothing about it, bro.
It's so lax.
Yes.
It's so lax.
It's gotten worse, bro.
It's so lax.
Yeah. Listen, man, I just wanted to put y'all on.
No, you put it on.
I did not. Listen, when I found this video last night, and this video is like a day old, and it has 153,000 views on it. So people want to know about this shit, man.
Yo, I'm the real fentanyl czar.
Whoa. Watch your blow self.
Fentanyl czar.
But this is what I'm saying too. We're the country that is making it accessible for our we have what are they called? Setup tents downtown and stuff, like safe zone.
Safe injection sites.
Safe injection sites, bro.
Yeah.
If I was Trump looking at that, I'd be right away. You guys are the problem.
Yeah, but they have that over there too. San Francisco, all these different major cities, they're doing the same bullshit.
Of course.
It's just liberals that were in charge for so long that let everybody, don't tell anybody what to do. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want. And it's like, okay, so just bang needles, put on a dress, do whatever you want until like
throw it on the floor.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too mad at them. They have an issue. All right, bro. All right. I'll tell my kid to walk around the needle. He has an issue.
He does have an issue. He's popping needles in his arm. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, but it's his mental health. Like, all right, bro,
that will lead you to some worse mental health. But go on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Let's wrap it up here for the evening here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.